Hi there, welcome to Grain TV. It's Tuesday, October 18th, a down day in the market after yesterday's rally. Let's take a look at GrainEdge's trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, beans the leader to the downside, losing 6 cents a bushel. Wheat was off 4.5, and corn in Chicago continuing to be in a very tight range, losing only 1/4 cent. News today started out very positive with a big sale of beans to China, this time totaling 706,000 metric tons. That was certainly a jolt in the arm to start the trade session, but we weren't able to hold those gains. We'll take a look at the soybean action here later. Other news out today, representatives from Mexico that import corn. We're going to be visiting Iowa this week to look at the situation there and hopefully solidify more deals for corn and distillers grain. That certainly would be positive. We've seen a lot of volume moving to Mexico this marketing year, so more volume of corn and distillers grain would certainly be positive for the grain market. Other news out today was pretty limited. There was some routine business from Japan looking to source wheat from the usual customers, including Australia, Canada, and the U.S. So those are the results will be announced later in the week. Let's take a look at basis levels. We've seen basis hold up pretty well in corn, but come off a little bit sharply in beans. Today in particular, we saw some big moves down along river terminals, and even some processing plants were moving lower as a result of this rally. So we're seeing quite a bit of pressure in beans, not so much in corn. If we look at corn basis in Iowa and Illinois, looking at the river versus versus ethanol plants in those states, we're seeing river terminals holding up very well, running along the normal seasonal pattern. In fact, bottoming a few weeks ago and continuing to move higher as we have had very strong movement in corn exports. Likewise, conversely, the ethanol plants have been sharply lower, 15 cents below normal for this time of year, and we're seeing a little bit more weakness here in the last week or so, and I suspect we'll see more as the harvest continues to move along. In beans, the both crushers and river terminals have been below normal. Crushers are trading about 25 cents below normal. Versus river terminals that are about 15 cents below normal. And again, today was another day where river terminals were backing off quite a bit. We saw nickel losses along the Mississippi River, along the Illinois River, adding on to losses yesterday. So, we're seeing more and more weakness in the soybean cash market as a result of this rally, and as farmers continue to see heavy deliveries at these terminals. Let's take a look at the action today in soybeans, turning to the GrainEdge trading platform, where we're going to look at a 5-minute bar chart. We started the day with the news of the 700,000 metric ton deal to China, and that got the market trading higher on the open this morning at 8:30 Central Time, and we moved higher pretty aggressively after that trade, going all the way up into the 780 range. Into the 980 range before sort of reversing lower, and you can see this 979 was sort of a pivotal point on the trade. That once we broke that, we basically moved below that and closing in the 970 range, and that 970 has sort of been a focal point going back last week. So we faced that as overhead resistance, and we've now wiped that away and are now trading down to that 970 range. So watch 970 as sort of a critical juncture. If we can hold that, then we may be able to keep prices on an upward trajectory, but I'm worried if we do break below 970, then we might have a chance of moving down to the recent lows on this run of 940. Overall, that's all we've got for today on Grain TV. This will be the last Grain TV for this week. I'll be out the rest of the week, so by all means, visit us online at grainedge.com, and I'll see you on Monday of next week. As a GrainEdge trading client, you'll get our technical alerts email first thing every trading day. Technical Alerts is a powerful system that generates quality trading opportunities. Each trading opportunity shows a chart and analysis providing clear price targets and risk potential. Technical Alerts look at historical chart formations and compare the current environment to the past to form concrete trading recommendations. The commodities covered by Technical Alerts includes grains, livestock, crude oil, currencies, bonds, and metals. Start your trading day with the most powerful insight into market direction and improve your trading today. Sign up at grainedge.com to become a client.